Good blood work and everything, you're all healthy. Oh, that's great.
And today, I take no minutes. Good for you.
Really?
It's good for you.
Good for you. Well, you exercise, you eat right,
Yeah.
you know.
11.5 years.
Nice.
3 days a week, let's do that for 50.
There you go.
Same as my husband does.
Yeah.
And today's your last day.
Yeah, no. I talked to my.
I'll give you a good send off at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Monique said, come by and see me more, and so I always paid her. I said, "Well, I'll work it in my schedule."
Well, that's right, you have to divulge all your network
Yes.
demands, right? All
I have to tell them I won't do anything bad.
and that you didn't do anything bad.
Before we start,
After.
everybody in the audience, please turn off your phones completely because it interferes with the. Thank you.
Haven't needed any of those yet. So when's it scheduled?
August 8th.
Oh, well, that's a good month to be in.
Yeah. If you call it a good
Well,
one.
yeah.
I'm only gonna be not incapacitated, but I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's,
Everybody tells me school times.
Yes, yeah, it's 13.
15, Sunday.
You wanna give it to the letter to Marty, to read the letter?
She would be.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let's still read it.
Oh,
so she
okay.
knows
Yeah,
what
read
we're
it.
talking about, yeah.
We're gonna have to deal with this next meeting, but we'll keep you, read that, keep you informed
Abreast.
when you read it.
Yeah.
And we-
I know.
Oh, you're
Minutes.
She's yelling at me.
You'd think it was time for us to be on the air. We got a whole 7 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
Is your Daryl's coming? Here he is. Oh, thank you. If you hadn't showed up, we would have.
Oh, totally. I saw that when Joy,
Yeah, I
Sent her
did
email.
too. On the email, yeah.
I thought I don't want to cut it too close for you guys.
Don't make us too nervous.
And we didn't think our friend would be showing up.
Yeah.
No, she emailed also. She
Oh,
said the
did
same
she?
thing as Joy.
Oh, I didn't see her email, but I did see yours.
You got my email with my insurance?
When did you send it? Just a little bit ago?
No,
I think I did.
yesterday or Friday.
I'm sure.
Just take a
I'll look and see.
It's the one side.
Yeah. I'll have to look.
How are you?
Did you set up on the fourth?
No, yeah. We were exhausted. We're like, oh, we can't do
You're
it.
so busy down there.
I know, we had the busiest week in one time, we sold over 40 nights and accessories. But they're 39 night accessories. People are really good.
Yeah, could be.
Has this vendor been around?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, he's over at the
Yes.
VillageFest, yeah.
And he's over at he does the farmer's market.
What, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Pass it over to Darryl. We're gonna put it on the next meeting, but.
That's not the first, the reason why it's coming first is because you've got so many.
Serious?
Oh, yeah.
From the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's not taking his
I
bite.
am shocked.
You just got back from vacation.
Hey, where's our new guy, with the table?
With the table?
That you get a 10-minute, whatever.
Oh, he came last week. I haven't heard from him yet this week.
Okay.
But he did come last week for the fourth. That was his first one.
Yeah, and where do you have him?
I have him over there by, close to Blaze Pizza.
Okay.
On Andreas,
Okay.
or close to Andreas.
I think the food vendor and the food person just came in. Tell him he can take and set up their food. I think so.
Oh, I'm not the food vendor, I'm the point.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Is the food person here?
I don't know.
No?
They're not serving
I just,
today.
I just saw them walk in with a basket and I thought they were the food person. Okay.
Anyway, because I told several people about that
We like to hear good things.
I had several people ask me if we were gonna be open, you know, on the fourth and stuff. Oh, my gosh, was it packed?
It was crowded.
Yeah.
Was it fun down there?
Yeah, yeah, you can see the fireworks and everything,
Yeah.
but it's kind of closed, you know.
Did you feel the earthquake?
Yeah.
I feel the
I was
earthquake.
shopping when it happened. I thought something was wrong with me. Like, for some reason, I can't stand up straight. So I don't know what is going on. I was going back and forth.
I'm watching the news people try to get under their desks, and I thought, what am I sitting here for? I'm not gonna get under.
There was one video that I saw. This girl was doing a makeup tutorial. What happened? She was doing like
I saw it.
You saw that? It was like all
Oh, no.
I didn't know until
all her stuff was falling off the
the
wall.
cold water was coming out of my pool. That's
Oh,
when I
geez.
Yes,
realized.
yeah. How was that? How was that? I was like,
Yeah.
I was trying to, I can't stop moving. Like, I was trying to put the basket in, I was basket, and then I saw the lights. I was wondering why I was there.
You're having sake and beer and sushi. Shane, and I'm not my son's tipsy.
It throws you off.
This sake is sure nice.
It was a roller, and I get hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Throws you off.
Thank God it was not a shit.
Oh, I would have trashed that door, man.
Yes, when I was talking on the phone, my friend said, my cat just took off and lost. She said, Mom, I have an earthquake. I have a,
I didn't feel the first one.
I have a dog with cognition. He was screeching and I didn't know why. That's why.
We were making the bed, my husband and I, Jake, and there's an earthquake, there's an earthquake. I was like,
Okay,
oh,
well,
just
we
stop
hear.
making the bed.
Good afternoon and welcome to the VillageFest board meeting. My name is Dottie Watson, I'm the chair. So I call to order our meeting today on July 9th, 2019 at 3:30 PM. Roll call.
Chair Watson,
Here.
Vice Chair Campbell. Board Member Meredith is absent. Board Member Manley.
Here.
Board Member Montanti is absent. Board Member Baum.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank God, okay. All right, the next thing is public comments. Anybody in the audience can come up and speak for 3 minutes, anything pertaining to VillageFest or the board, if you have any nice things to say or complaints. Anybody?
Good or bad?
Good, no, okay. Board comments? I have some, but we'll wait till last. Okay. Correspondence?
We do have one. We passed the letter around for one of our vendors, Cherry's Famous Rugula, a customer that was not very happy. So we did let you guys read
So
that.
we can put this on the agenda for the next meeting?
Yes.
Which will be what, August?
No,
July.
I mean,
September 10th.
yeah, September.
That's right.
September,
September
okay,
10th.
September 10th, great,
Okay.
okay. We'll do that.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Okay. The next is the consent calendar items. This is the time the Village Fest, oh no, that's it, no, wait. Consent calendar, the following routine matters may be acted upon by one motion. Individual items may be removed from the calendar by members of the Village Fest Board for separate discussion and/or vote. Do I have a
We
motion?
accept the consent calendar.
Second it?
All those in favor?
Aye.
None, okay, approved. Okay. The next is where all you people now have a chance, okay? The first person to come up is, they're not here? Phil Asian Foods, not here? Here, I thought we were going to eat. I was going to take it home and feed
Maybe
my
they're
husband.
no, that's not.
I don't think so, they're not carrying anything, okay. Next one is Arts and Crafts, Interplanet Pomegranate Creations, Julie and Jeff. Hi there.
Oh, welcome.
You know, when you come down to us, you put everything out on the table before you start speaking. It makes it real easy for you.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd have to do everything with one hand.
I didn't really prepare anything to say, so.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, you're safe.
Oh, looks interesting already.
Some reading material.
Some catcher games, safes, okay.
We were hoping you might have some pomegranates with
Just us.
you, which I love, by the way.
Great.
Interesting, okay.
And you can take the mic right off of the stand and hold it.
Yeah,
because you
makes it
need to
easier.
Talk right into it.
Right up
And
close.
I should just introduce the stuff, or?
Yes,
Tell us about yourselves, about what
Yeah,
you do.
go
and-
ahead.
and- yeah.
All right, well, my name is Jeff, and this is my wife Julie, and we're the Pomegranates, and we make stuff, mostly out of old recycled things. I do books and make book safes, and then make games out of them as well. And then my wife does sun catchers with diffusers, essential oil things, and things like that.
Tell us a little bit about the
Yeah,
process.
Yeah.
pass one so
Yeah.
we could see
Well, oh yeah, pass them around. This is
Here, I think this would be good. I'll just take this one to pass around.
it. Yeah,
that's
we
the
just
least
need
that's the
one
least
or two.
impressive, but that's cool.
An
anyway.
idea.
So yeah, what I do is I take the books apart. Actually, I start by going to local thrift stores. So I support local charities by doing this, which I enjoy doing anyway. Scour for books. I then take them apart, glue them
Yeah.
together, and then I cut them on a bandsaw.
Do we have this?
Then I sand them down, and then glue them all back together
Cool.
and reconstruct them. And then
very interesting.
the bookgammon games, it's all magnetic so that
Oh,
you-
neat.
That's cool.
they kind of travel easy. So I cut the magnet, and then I use pictures from the books for the triangles.
So neat.
Um,
Pass one of your catcher things too, so we can see, please.
I just string the beads up and then I bend the metal parts up into crystals and things. And the lava stone is diffuser, so you can put essential oils on it, and when you hang it in the window where the sun hits it, it releases the scent
Ooh.
into the.
Really?
And I'm also making, also have smaller ones that you can hang in your car to put the scent in your car, that sort of thing.
We
And
don't
I
have
use-
a lot of extra sun ever, so.
I see it.
And I
This is
use
great.
mostly semi-precious stones and that sort of thing on them.
Picture of him making it. Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah. Oh, these are darling.
Pass me that bigger book, please.
The book safe, this
Yeah, let's see that.
That's a
this one is a.
I call it a predictionary. It's a Ouija board.
There's a little, we made little Ouija boards with the plan chips, they're just, for fun, and then you put stuff
really
into the
interesting.
safe.
Oh, my goodness, look
Isn't
at this.
Neat.
Very talented.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm impressed.
Oh, I am
Yeah, it was
too.
Julie's idea to make the Ouija books. and-
Oh, here, take that. It's too heavy for me to really lift.
And
Are
this-
you- are
this
you
is
guys-
a game called Shut the Book, but shut the books. We call
Shut
it
the book?
But you roll the dice, and then when you get the numbers,
Oh
you
my
put them down, and
gosh,
so
look
it's
at
a whole
this.
a whole game that you can play.
Look at this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a pub game.
Just-
And you're supposed to put money every
Darn,
time, and then
oh,
whoever
magnetic.
closes the
Very
box with
clever.
one down wins all the money.
Buys
Here.
around.
And we have the instructions inside the games for them too.
Games.
Are you guys showing anyplace else? Do you?
Not currently.
Now we
Uh-huh,
just started.
okay. Yeah. But you've been to our Village Fest, surely, yeah.
Quite a few times.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Like this piece here, you do you make that? Do you twist it?
Yeah, I get the pieces from the hardware, Ethan, is that what you're saying?
Go to True Value.
True Value, and
This is
then
not
I
a
just
problem,
bend
is
it or bend it and hammer it, and I fold it around the crystals and use
Yeah.
super glue to keep it on.
I think if you're feeling that there's a.
Did I miss
did a
that?
rubber
There's a
coating
problem.
that you
Mm,
put
It's
on.
not jewelry.
I don't
Okay.
think I'm gonna continue doing that.
How long's it?
Because they're, initially they were gonna be just for flasks.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
making them loose for-
And some of them
Yeah.
use
I'm not
are,
a problem with
got
that
it,
because it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
jewelry.
Oh, it's
Oh, I
great.
do want to see that.
mobiles.
Yeah.
So I go like this and I just put like that.
Glue them into bullets and
I collect old keys and just knickknacks and just hang them up so they're shiny. And that one's just a mobile, doesn't have the diffuser on them.
So a lot of it's found objects and such. you're
Most
saying?
everything
Okay.
that we do is recycled or found.
Thrift stores,
Yeah,
thrift
mine
stores.
missing
Repurposed
there.
stuff.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Is
I'm
there not a
impressed.
picture of their setup, their tent?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
It's
It's
on
in
the
the,
first
it's
page.
in the
Really?
beginning, yeah.
It's on the
Because
first
I-
page.
You know what? We ought to just
Oh,
put,
right
take it
here.
out and put it in front, I think, if we have the time to do it.
Oh, my
Yeah, okay.
God.
Um, Does anybody have any questions?
Oh, no, this is.
All right,
sad.
so we can get into discussion. Let me have a
I
motion.
move we accept this vendor.
I'll second.
Okay, discussion. I think it's great.
Oh,
No,
so.
I think it's great.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none? There you go.
We will see you on the street.
Very unusual, very, very unusual.
Very.
Yeah, very unique.
Yes.
This will tell us how soon.
Thank you, Julie and Jeff.
email me with these.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome,
thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Perfect.
Nice to hear the positive feedback.
I think everybody's going to like it. It's
Oh,
very
I do too,
different.
because
We-
it's different.
Yeah.
We
It's
don't have
different.
anything like that
Yeah.
on the street as we speak.
And you'll both be at the booth together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Okay, well, we'll sure look
All right,
forward.
we'll give you a minute to pack up. Beautiful work, I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much.
Clever,
Yeah,
yeah.
very unique.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
that's
unique.
what our
Nothing like
Village
it.
Fest is about. Clever, yeah, different. Well,
It's-
I think you should.
Right on.
Okay, the next one coming up is Arts and Crafts, Donja Yo. I may be saying that wrong, forgive me.
Hi, welcome.
All right, I'll give you a couple minutes just to put everything out, so before you have to talk. Yeah, it makes it easier. And we have bandanas and T-shirts, okay. Folder.
Colors are great.
Yeah.
Okay, we need a picture of him. Okay,
I guess let's see.
yeah.
Joe by the hands.
Maybe there's one further. Any booth? No booth?
No booth and, well, that's,
Very good. You can take the mic right off of the stand there. Great.
Hi, so my name is Takuya, and she's Donna, my wife. And we live in Joshua Tree and making these bandanas and these T-shirts. And she does illustration work like this one or this package and this printing work. And I basically do dyeing and sewing is my part. And we are making these bandanas because general bandanas are too stiff.
The booth.
And these are not good color actually. So we dye and wash the general bandanas and turn them into these more beautiful colors and much softer. That's what we are doing.
Can you pass a T-shirt and one
Yeah.
of those so we can feel?
So yeah, this way. You can open.
Okay, great. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. tell.
And we used to live in Los Angeles, and we did a lot of craft show. Like, I don't know if you guys know Unique Market or something Renegade Craft Fair about Kinney Festival. We were doing a lot of shows over there, and we just moved to Joshua Tree maybe 4 months ago, and we are looking for a new market. So please take a look and let me know if you have questions. You can open it if you want.
Very nice. Love it.
So what is the technique? What have you been doing this for years? Where's the origin of it?
Oh, I've been making these bandanas maybe 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
The starting is just dyeing
Yeah.
and washing technique. I mean,
Gotcha.
to make these bandanas, we need something special technique to wash to make soft. Yeah. Sometimes bandanas gonna break down.
Yeah.
It's washing takes a lot of time. Washing 5 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. It breaks bandana, so we need something technique.
So you wash them, break them down, and then which ones do you dye and change the colors for?
Basically everything.
Everything? Okay.
Everything. And this one is what she's wearing here now for your neck, already folded. Yeah, it's much easier than using these full-size bandanas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There's pictures of him making
Making
it.
them- oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Coming right here.
Okay.
This is mine underneath.
Anybody have
Yeah,
any
this is
questions? The only thing I'm a little concerned about, which is really minor, you show us pictures of you making it, which is good, but we just need a picture of your faces. Yeah, of you
Making
making,
them.
but that, no, wait, it's just.
Who is making? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I got
because
it.
the hands
Like
could be
this is-
anybody.
this is
but-
cut out with the body.
And that can be
Okay.
supplied to staff, and once staff has it, but that's, and I do want to say to the audience, when it comes to T-shirts, we view that as canvas. The T-shirt is a canvas, instead of having to make it, it's, anyway. Anybody have any questions?
Darling. Yeah. Do they stay folded like that when you launder them?
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
of course.
yeah, okay, yeah. Very nice, I love it.
Does anybody have any questions? Have any more questions?
No, I
No,
think I'm
pretty
good.
good.
Where are you guys originally from?
Oh, we originally from Japan.
Japan? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Which part?
You have to go.
I'm from Tokyo and she's from Osaka.
Osaka?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. We have, my partner and I have the Japanese store in town, Wabi Sabi, Japan Living.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You have to stop in and see it. It's a nice
Yeah,
store.
Yeah, my partner's from Hiroshima, Hatsukaichi.
What?
Hatsukaichi, outside Hiroshima.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah. You know, Miyashima Island,
Yeah,
right?
I know where it
yeah,
is.
right there.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah,
It's a
right
nice
there.
place,
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna move weeks after.
Cool, great.
Right,
Perfect.
right. Okay, so we can have discussion. I need a motion.
I move we accept this vendor. Once we get a picture from you, you can probably send it to her over, just email or something, with the faces in there if you're doing it. That's the only thing
And
I
then
need,
it'll be
okay?
automatic, yeah.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll second.
No discussion? Everything's okay? All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, none. Perfect. There you go.
We will see you on the
Great,
street.
we're excited.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just get those pictures to them, and then it'll, of course, you got plenty of time. We're not till September at this point. Okay.
Where were you guys at in LA? Where did you live in LA?
Oh, yeah, but they won't get it. They never get within a week like this.
Yeah, no, I was there 96 to 2007, yeah. You know where it used to be the Ralphs.
Well, if they want to do it in August, they need to get it to her real fast.
I'm thinking of the meeting.
Yeah.
The pain is taking over.
Yeah.
What can you take for it? Nothing, pain pills? No, nothing.
Nothing helps. It's bad, bad.
Even leave?
I'm taking it
Yeah.
at 2 in the morning, too.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Because that's the best for me if I hurt.
Yeah.
Well, stop where it's going. We're right across from the Hyatt Hotel. We're in the driveway.
God, I was counting on that food today.
And donut, yeah, perfect.
Don't forget, go see his store.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're
welcome.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You do make some stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
T-shirts and the cookie donuts, yeah.
All right, the next one is Arts and Crafts, the Bath Bakery, David Medina.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to have you.
So while he's going ahead and laying.
Yeah, just hold that right up to you, thank you.
Yeah, good.
So he's setting up right now. This is an example actually of one of the bins we'll be selling in, so that's why I brought it, because we'll go ahead. Oh, do you mind grabbing my laptop out of my purse? Our theme is Country House Farm to go with our soap, because it's a handmade theme. So I don't know, I thought country went really well. And then this is an example of some of our bags. We wanted a homemade style bag that has like
Oh.
handwritten.
Oh,
And then there'll
yeah.
be bigger ones, but I just brought an example of a smaller one because this typically does fit what people order. So we'll just have a few bigger ones. And then I don't know if the pictures of the stand are there. Oh, you guys have a printout of it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, so this came off the top. And then we have videos, because we actually had that same problem where we turned in pictures with just our hands. So we have videos of each one here that we can send to Faith, but she said bring it here, so I just wanted to see how
Yeah,
that.
to deal with.
Is it the video of you
We
making
didn't
it?
send the video.
That's why she wants you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just brought it. They are a bit, you know,
We want to play it, that'd be great.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little long. It's definitely not gonna
Is
be
this
long
the
enough, so we're
video-
gonna have him skipping forward if that's okay,
Nice.
just
So
some of it.
first-
I'm not good with editing.
That's okay.
Do you want this one as well?
I tried and then I was
They
like,
just
you
need to
know
see
what?
that you guys.
What?
Okay,
You lick
Yeah.
so go ahead and start.
Take a lick of that.
He's just one.
One.
Oh, I like the smell of
I
that.
know, it's really good.
Yeah.
Bakery, we're gonna show you how we make our homemade soaps.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
We
great.
already have our lye and water mixture prepared, which is gonna
Yeah, just click it.
stock pot full of hot oils that are half olive oil and coconut
Okay.
oil.
Yeah,
If you leave it alone,
just
it'll,
turn it around for us, that's it, okay.
it's gonna catch right now.
All right.
Water, so it's gonna be creating the soap process while it's in there. So we'll go ahead and let David show you how that goes. Hi, my name's Jolene. I'm David. We're from Bath Bakery. We're gonna show you how we make our homemade soaps. We already have our lye and water mixture prepared, which is
Great, David.
That's all right.
19 body scrub.
I should never have let you touch my computer. It's right here, David. I,
Take your time.
unbelievable.
We can tell it's her, she has the same blocks on.
Why don't you just go like that and find it, and then I'm gonna continue. Okay. Him with the computer is never good. So, our business started because I just really like homemade soap. It's just been a product that I really, really like. And I don't know if you're familiar with Lush, but it's a brand that's very similar. And I love it so much. But if anyone's ever been there, it's like the prices are really way more than I kind of feel they need to be. They have justifications for it. But so I just thought, you know what? If I could make another one with prices that were reasonably marked up, I could probably take all of their business and just have a better product altogether, because they actually do have some chemicals in there for sudsing that don't have to be there. And the point of my opening this is because I want a zero chemical. There are so many preservatives that you could use that aren't chemical based, and that are actually good for you, so that you're not getting, the skin is highly absorbent and everything goes in. So every ingredient matters. So it took a few years of learning how to make soap before we felt like, hey, we're really good at this now. Because we never intended on it being a business. It was just something I wanted to do because Lush was too expensive. And that's how it started.
So tell us who all of you are first here.
Okay, so I'm David. This is my wife, Jolene.
Okay.
And and she's the friend that actually we came up with the
How
idea
neat.
with. We're coworkers. I'm a special ed teacher, and she's my assistant.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Okay,
we
go ahead.
Yes.
cooked up this idea.
This is ready.
Okay,
I apologize.
that's okay.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Jolene. I'm David. We're from Bath Bakery, and we're gonna show you how we make our homemade soaps. We already have our lye and water mixture prepared, which is gonna go into this crock pot full of hot oils that are half olive oil and coconut oil. And then we're gonna go ahead and use this stick blender to slowly mix as the lye and water solution are being put in, creating the soap process while it's in there. So we'll go ahead and let David show you how that goes. So he's mixing the oil and the lye solution together. They tend to want to separate.
Let me see this a minute. Oh, I have one of those.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
you-
I know how much noise it makes.
Consistency of mashed potatoes is what it eventually looks like, and right now he's adding the colorant, okay? So it's a natural food, I'm sorry, soap colorant that he's putting in. This one will be red, right? How long is the entire blending process? Usually like 20 minutes, a little less?
Yes, it's down.
Okay, so about 5 minutes. As it's blending, the soap process happens.
Good video, guys.
So that's,
For this soap.
It was so boring, I feel bad. I know where to like.
that's pretty much how the beginning is, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and skip towards.
And we brought it in this shape because this is the way the mold shape is.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's called bakery, because it's a loaf.
Uh-huh.
Slices, so it's kinda, it looks like a bake, right?
Yeah.
Pastry.
So this is, at the end, every 10 minutes you remix it.
Oh,
To
uh-huh.
kind of,
Blended.
yeah, blend it all, you know, the bottom part is
Uh-huh.
gonna, this is a hot process, so cold process, you kind of stop right
Yeah.
after.
Oh.
You just pour it directly into the mold, it takes 4 weeks for it to cure. But
Do-
we do both.
Yeah, so.
Do you put your ingredients on your packaging? How do you package that, by the way, the
So I
soap?
leave these naked,
Yeah, we do naked packaging, we think it's a lot more.
and I just
Eco-friendly.
usually just put the ingredients on a thing. But I was thinking about doing a pamphlet that just goes with everybody and has ingredients on every soap. Don't you think that's a nice idea? Because
I think that's a good idea.
This
In
is
my
kind of
opinion-
what we put it in when we sell it.
Oh, okay.
Everything is
Products
supposed
in
to be
there.
homemade, but I wanted to do the pamphlet just because it's supposed to be like an eco-friendly thing when they're shrink wrapped.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just staple it on each bag.
Yeah.
So this is just the end,
We're on air, David.
This would be the biggest bag. Staple, staple, staple.
Oh, my gosh, look at that.
see how it comes out, you add your colors, your.
It's really fun.
Somebody could eat that by mistake. It looks like a tomato grape.
It's really fun.
And then
Okay.
here I actually show it going.
Yeah, you don't have to show it anymore. I mean, the pictures show it, and then we just needed a pic, you know.
Your booth looks really good too.
Thank
I
you.
think that's
I
very
tried
attractive.
so
Yeah,
hard.
the-
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I like how it comes in where you can walk into it. So many people will just put everything out front,
Yeah, I'm a-
but bringing people in is another way of doing it. It's
I'm an
nice.
artist. And
Yeah.
it's like that's my passion. It's the only thing I'm good at. So that's why I was like, this is gonna be so fun. Creating a
And if over time you find it, does that way
Yeah.
work? Does it
Yeah, you're right
change it
there.
here and there? Yeah, it was what, yeah.
Are you showing any place else right now,
So
guys?
we're gonna be opening up a store in Idlewild, but we wanna just do this first to kind of see like how the demand is, if it's even like feasible to open a store right now, which I think it is gonna be feasible.
Is that where you live?
That's where we're moving in 2 months.
Okay.
Too hot down here. I'm from the city, like LA area, so I just can't take it, honestly. It feels like an oven.
It is an oven. Doesn't feel like one. It isn't.
But remember, it's dry.
Try 41 years
You
here.
have to think about that.
It's a hard
It
drive.
takes a long time to get used to
I've
our
only
weather.
been here for 3 years.
Yeah.
My husband grew out here, and well, they both grew up out here, so they're fine. But
Yeah,
me, I'm
see.
like, hi,
No,
there's
it's
Idlewild.
You just drink a lot of water.
It's about a swimming pool too.
Now, do you want to be on the street in the summer also?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's just Thursdays.
Did you see
So I
the
feel
tank
like that's okay.
Just bring water.
Really good.
Yeah.
in there?
I just don't
The
want to
setup
live
looked really good in there, yeah.
day in, day out. I want a break, but Idlewild's beautiful too.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys will do good.
Yeah, and I thought a little store like this is Idlewild perfect.
All right, anybody else have any more questions? No? No? Let me have a motion so we can,
I move we accept this vendor.
Second it?
Any discussion? Everybody's happy?
No, I think it's.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, it looks good. Good.
Everybody,
see
I don't know why they,
allowed to keep product, right? 'Cause we were gonna say.
No,
Yeah.
I figured.
no,
If
no,
we
no.
walk by,
If it
they'll
was
stand.
food, we could take it.
Yeah, if we could eat it, we could taste it, but no, no.
Like, we lobbied for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put
Okay.
it on this table.
I thought for sure you were the food vendor coming in.
I know, I was like starting to look mad.
Oh, I was all ready for
So,
that.
we'll see you on the
Anyway.
street.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Good presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is a commercial. IntelliHome Energy. Michael and Kay Newsom?
Great.
I figured that.
Well, shoot.
What did you do with her?
Hi, guys. How are you guys today? I'm going to have, we just submitted later yesterday, so they gave us a slip for today, so I apologize. We didn't,
That's all right.
I'm just learning what the presentations are supposed to look like
Oh,
as we go, so.
That's all right.
I'm going to have Tom pass these out. My background is, I started out as a custom home builder about 20 years ago. When the crash kind of hit in about 2008,
Thank you.
I shifted my business model to energy efficiency and renewables. And so hopefully we have some sustainable, renewable, environmental advocates sitting here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
We ran a very successful business in Sacramento. I've been a part-time resident down here for about 7 years. And I've been a full-time resident since we just relocated our company into Palm Desert. So what my wife and I would like to do is, our background comes from building performance science. So it's not about solar, it's not about air conditioners, it's not about, the house is an interrelated system. And I've done about 7,000 energy simulations of homes with a blower door, a duct blast, combustion safety. So what we're looking at is we're really looking at energy from a holistic standpoint. So what we would like to do to really bring what we had successfully up there to the valley here is we'd like to offer $250,000 in energy grants to the community.
Wow.
And I'm getting a little choked up because it's been a long road to get down here, but that's kind of where we're at. And I'm going to let Tom, who has been in energy efficiency for over 20 years. Me and this guy played Little League since we were about 10 years old together, so it's been at least 20 years. So anyways, our whole goal, what we'd like to participate in VillageFest is we'd like to really offer the knowledge and expertise of how you really do energy in your home. And that's really what it's about, is really these $675 grants really empower people to understand energy, to do it the right way. And I'm real passionate about it, as you can see, because I see all these companies and they do these one-trick things, and it's just can be such a hazard to the home, because when energy's interrelated, you can't just go do one thing without affecting everything else. And I'll let Tom get into that, because that's what he does for a living for me, is he
Okay.
explains that a little bit better. And then hopefully you guys have all that, and then I'll be happy to Q&A anything when you're done, and we can talk a little bit more. It's kind of a complex plan, but we're trying to simplify it. So bear with my 24-hour notice infograph and some of the stuff I
You
put
did a good
together.
job.
But hopefully that'll
24 hours, you did a
help
good
you
job.
out.
Okay, my name is Tom,
Hi, Tom.
and basically our outlook on everything is, there's a lot of solar companies around here, that kind of thing. When you purchase solar, what you're really doing is you're changing one payment for another payment. You're really not getting anything out of it, okay? There are a lot of things that go into a home, how it was built, when it was built, and everything works together. For instance, your insulation works with your air quality, your ductwork, your heating and air conditioning. And what you have is you have all these separate companies out here all doing their own thing. You have a heating and air conditioning company, you have a solar company, you have insulation company, that kind of thing. And when they do one thing, they make another thing in the house worse. For instance, to give you an idea, if you had insulation put in your attic, okay, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to decrease the amount of times your air conditioner comes on and that sort of thing. But what happens is if you didn't seal leakage, for instance, around canned lights or something that's in the attic, when your air conditioner comes on, it pulls that through. So now what you're doing is you're pulling insulation into your airflow. So what we do is we actually go out and look at all these things for you and give you a report on where you're at. And we don't just look at those things. We look at how much water you're using in your home. If there's ways you can reduce how much water you're using. For instance, most people have to wait anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes to get hot water in their shower. How many gallons of water are we wasting every year
That's right.
just on that?
Sure.
You know, we actually take a look at if we don't sell electric cars or anything like that, how much money would you save if you switched to an electric car? You know, just on the gas that you're paying for. So we look at all that thing, we put in a report form, and we give it to them, and they decide, you know, what they want to address, if anything, and how they want to address it. So it's a pretty comprehensive program.
And then that, according to that, is how it's priced.
Correct, yeah.
Want it all
And
done or
and what
part.
needs to be done, and what actually makes sense to do, you know? If you,
So basically, what you want to do on the street is hand out brochures, is that what you're going to do?
Yeah,
And
and
talk
we
For them to-
hand out basically the grants, we call them an energy grant. So that grant, until the funds are depleted, would be good for somebody to come and get a complete comprehensive audit. The other side of what I do is I've got a company in the Silicon Valley and I'm into the technology side. So we've actually, through our energy modeling of thousands and thousands, over 7,000 just that I've done myself,
Get the microphone, please.
over
I
7,000
just
I've done
noticed, yeah.
myself, is we actually have the software built where I can quantify everything he just talked about in terms of, I can tell you if your house is wasting 38% energy based upon your water bill, your natural gas bill, your electricity bill, and how many miles you're driving your car, and tell you exactly what that dollar amount is gonna mean to you if you just continue to do nothing. Right? So it's just about giving information out. It's about making people do energy smart.
Educational.
And air quality is probably, I didn't realize this till I've been down here for almost 7 years, but I just realized like 2 months ago how bad the air quality is here. I believe it's the second worst in the nation.
Yep.
And,
Winds,
yeah,
the wind.
and
indoor air quality is 5 times worse than outdoor.
I know.
right, so that's a big part of what we look at. It's really health and safety. So we do a structural audit where you can look at the simplicities of the age of the equipment, how antiquated it is. We do a health and safety audit where we look at carbon monoxide. Any gas firing appliance is putting out COs, right? So it's just about doing things. If you're a younger couple and you got kids, they're gonna be in that house for another 20 years. We just watched a video before we came here that was just very mind-blowing on, it's kind of like the indoor, we're indoors 90% of the time, and we have this sick house syndrome that's happening around us, and it's just great to get people the information and just let them know. It doesn't matter what they do. With us, once we get the information out, we find that, most people, when they see something that makes
I have a
sense.
question.
Sure. Dottie.
Thank you. Yeah, because my sister's the only one that calls me Dorothy. Anyway, so at the booth, when you give out this information, can they come to a place or you're going to give out information and then you would go to them? Is that what you're
Yes,
going to do?
correct. So
Okay,
part
all
of the
right.
675 is we'll go out there, we'll collect all the
All right.
data.
Okay.
We'll educate them a little bit and do this and that. That'll come back to my team.
Yeah,
Tom's team would go out and do that. My engineering team then takes that information, and then I can find out everything's available. So we're
Michael,
accredited. IID,
I think you've
SCE.
given, yeah, you've really given a good presentation, and I thank you. And anybody have any more
Will
questions?
both of you be at the booth or one of you?
If my wife lets
Okay,
me, yeah.
Kay will be there.
I start at 4 in the morning and I ride 12 miles at about
Yeah, okay,
4:45, and I don't know if I could stay up that late, but I'll try.
okay.
Is this through a program with the California PUC?
It's Energy Upgrade California is
Okay.
one. The gas companies have there's all these programs people don't know about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When you go to do this stuff, we've gotten people up north. I think the highest one we got them $12,000 in rebates just to do their energy efficiency.
Yeah.
They just didn't know it was out there, and so that's
Yeah.
part of what we've been doing. Is we go talk to people and we figure out where these little things are at, and then
Yeah.
we take the time to get accredited. And because we do a test in, test out building performance model, it just gets you into a different level where people that have monies that they want to do to,
Yeah.
you know, for whatever reason, to reduce carbon sequestration.
Do you have any questions? Okay, let me have a motion so we can get into discussion if we have any, but anyway.
move we accept this vendor.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
No.
All those in
No, I think
favor?
it's great.
Aye. Accept.
Great.
Thank you guys so much.
There you go.
We'll see you on the
Yeah,
street.
have fun.
Okay,
You're
very
gonna meet a
good.
lot of nice
Perfect,
people
thank
on
you.
the street. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom. Okay, unfinished business, Village Fest Youth Poster Contest. How's that coming? Or is it on hold?
I believe that Joy was gonna send out some emails to the camp. I'm not sure if that has happened, because she has,
Yeah. You'll have to check
Yeah.
with her. Maybe make some
So no update.
changes, yeah. New business? A report and request, anybody from the public? No. Board.
Bye, guys.
Bye now.
Hi.
Okay. I do have a comment. First of all, I'm sorry that Joy isn't here, but, you know, Mar, this is your last meeting with us.
It is.
And I want to thank you and Joy for, you know, also for being on the board and being such a, we're going to miss your last words of, to every, can we record
I'm in
it?
charge. How is that?
Gotta say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass it on
Yeah,
to somebody.
yeah,
Pass
yeah.
it on.
We'll pass it to
We'll-
the newbie here.
Yeah. Well, we got
See you on the street.
3 more
Remember that.
newbies coming, but,
They love that.
yeah,
Yeah, they
I
do.
know.
Talk about it at
So
the
somebody
presentation.
will carry it on more, but
Sure.
thank you so much for your,
Yeah, it's been fun, you guys.
yeah, anyway,
It
did
has
I
been
have
fun.
anything else?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Still come see us at Village Fest,
Um,
right?
I will
Yeah,
still
oh, I
see,
will.
I will see her from
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
time, I'm sure.
And I'll be seeing Mary Ann shortly, so.
Oh,
I'll
tell
give
her,
a
tell her we
hi.
said
Yeah.
hello. Mary Ann was on the board a long time.
Yeah. 6 years or so, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anybody else have
She's in
any
Santa
board
Barbara
comments?
Mm-mm-mm.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I do. Real quick. So,
Oh, yeah, you do.
I think it's interesting because downtown businesses are connected with Village Fest, and it's a good evening for them, especially the restaurants. So I was in Zinn, and one of the guys there was talking to me about the Village Fest, and he was saying, you know, he really loves it. He loves that visitors can come and such. And he said, but sometimes he goes, there's a need for newness. And I said, well, there's always new vendors coming in. I said, always new vendors. And I said, always new food. So, which gets back to social media. So we can, as we get into Hootsuite, we can really start targeting about what's new and different and such.
It'll be a good topic with the new board, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but he had some good recommendations. But he said, you know, he said that he'd in other cities seen street fairs that are weekly street fairs, and for the musicians and performers, they would have these stages, and they were just vans that would drive up, and they'd open up, and it became a stage. And he said that what they would do is the behind them would be like a beer garden, and he said that the local restaurants would manage that from week to week. They'd trade off. And I thought, what an interesting idea. You know, instead of having someone on the street corner, you have a couple, and again, this is just fun ideas that he came up with from his experience. But instead, you have two vans set up with their stages or whatever the booths set up on either end, and then you have beer gardens behind, and so it becomes for locals also a reason to come out. Locals come out with their friends.
A beer garden?
Well,
I don't think we're allowed to have beer on the street, are we? Nope.
We could do, through ABC
Soda.
licensing, you could do
Soda.
you could do a weekly, you set it up where you do a weekly license. Yeah.
I don't think no, I don't.
But anyway, it's just
yeah,
idea.
it's against the rules and regulation, but that's okay. We can talk
Yeah.
about it, yeah.
Yeah. But it would be like the restaurants would be managing it, so.
Well, a good time for you to bring this up, and
Yeah.
I meant to bring this up because sometime in August, we don't know when, we're waiting for Jasmine to, we're going to get together and have a meeting about that. We're going to have a retreat. We
Yeah.
usually have one every year, and I know both you have not been on one, and you haven't been on one, and the new people haven't been on one. And we're going to do it sometime in August. It's usually an all-day retreat. We usually have it at Convention Center.
It's really
It
nice.
But we'll get more information on that coming down. And what that is, we talk about everything. And especially with the new people coming on, we're going to go over hopefully the entire rules and regulations, because it gets complicated just sitting and watching and different things. And things like that you can bring up, and anybody else that's going to be on the retreat, ideas. It's kind of a open forum. And it's an interesting, they did it the first time I was on, and a lot is accomplished. In fact, it was the first board that I was on, and I think you too, when we created the new rules and regulations, which was, fun. So that's coming. So Jasmine will probably, both Faith and Jasmine will probably send out a notice when that will be. Okay? Yeah. I think everybody will enjoy it.
Great.
Okay, anybody else have anything? No? Okay, subcommittee reports, compliance. I think when the new board comes, we have to get a new committee, because the committee,
There's one person on the committee now.
yeah, it's you.
That's
So we'll
not a
put
big
that-
committee.
Full refresh.
We'll refresh when we have the new board, okay?
If I
So-
can comment on that real quick, because
Go
we do,
ahead.
so staff has been really good about sending out, I can't remember the guy's name, that goes around from booth to booth, but they've been really good about sending out, yes, to look for the permits and such, and I think that's very helpful, because it just reinforces that, for him to swing by and say, where is it, how is it, I mean, and he's very positive too.
Get it on display.
So, he's,
Sure.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's the other thing I think when we have our retreat, really, because the list that everybody came up with is perfect. But a lot of that is for staff on the street.
Yeah.
And then we'll define it more for the board who walks the street, maybe a couple items on that list. Otherwise, you'll never make it down the street.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Okay, so we'll discuss that at the retreat too. Okay. Are you finished? Yeah. Okay, Main Street. Oh, what are we going to do about Main Street?
Yeah, darn.
He can become our main street.
Yeah, I don't know, can he become our Main Street?
I
Do you
can
go to the
report
meeting?
out. I
you go to the
meetings. Yeah, not consistently, but I can. I'll consistently go.
Well, we'll ask Jasmine about that.
Yeah, or Jasmine goes to the meeting every week too,
Well, I
so
know.
she can report on
Well,
that too. Either way,
We can discuss
Yeah.
that later.
Because it
Okay.
is helpful to know.
it is
what's
really
going on
helpful.
in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
so-
and Joy's right next
I
door to
am
me, so I ask
sure
her if I don't go. I ask her
If
what's
there's a
going on.
problem, Joy will come in the beginning of every, and stand there and tell us.
Yeah.
I know she will.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, especially with the construction of with
Yeah.
the traffic.
Yeah.
That's something we
Yeah.
have to be vigilant about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, staff reports?
Our 4th of July, we were open, it was quite busy.
Was it?
Didn't surprise me, a lot of people in town. And truly, I just want to say that we will miss you, Marilyn will miss Joy as well. So, but we're excited about our new board members coming on as well.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got new.
But you've been fantastic.
Yeah, well, thank you.
In fact, it's tomorrow night at the councilman meeting when they will be officially.
Oh,
Great.
Okay. Okay, if that's it, okay. Adjournment, do I have a motion?
Move we adjourn?
I'll second that.
Great.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, we adjourn today at 4:16.